Everybody, it is me. It's your buddy, Steve Simonson. I'm back again with another Awesomers.com podcast episode. This part of the mini series around Steve Simonson's axioms. And what are axioms? These are the crazy old man repeating things that I've used marketing to turn it into a benefit. So today is episode 216. Go to awesomers.com/216, and you'll be able to see maybe some details, maybe even a graphic or two about this particular axiom. And the axiom number one is you can't have a world-class brand in a single channel. So what does that mean? So I'm not saying you can't have a brand that has value. I'm not saying you can't have a brand that you can sell. I'm not saying you can't have a brand that is everything that you want it to be. But what I am saying is you do not have a world-class brand by living in a single channel. And that means, although an Amazon brand can be extraordinarily valuable, it's not the way that to create a world-class brand. And world-class brands are things like Apple and Louis Vuitton and Tesla and Henry's and Harry's and so many others, right? I was just going in the H category there for a minute. But there are so many different brands out there, and not all of them exist in a single channel. As a matter of fact, I don't know of a single world-class brand that exists in a single channel. Now, I want to put in some guardrails around this one. So the core of this message is, how can you expand outside of a single channel? If you're just on Shopify, maybe you need to add Amazon. If you're just on Amazon, maybe you need to add Shopify, or perhaps it's just adding another Amazon geography as your first step. There are lots of ways to incrementally increase your exposure, not just through channels, but geographies, I mentioned a moment ago. And all of this is to kind of de-risk a single point of failure, right? If you're just on Amazon in the UK and Amazon in the UK goes, we've decided that you can't sell that here anymore, maybe you can still sell it on other Amazons, or at least on other channels in other markets or other marketplaces. So I want people to really think about what they're trying to build. If you say, I want to exit this company for $1 billion, it's highly likely, unless you're one of those big aggregators that can buy a bunch of brands and has massive liquid capital, it's highly likely you're going to have to get into multiple channels. Now, I do want to just proactively fire back at some of the people who are going to say, Steve's wrong, he doesn't know what he's talking about. First, I say maybe. But second, I would just say, right now, if you're trying to sell to an aggregator, those are Amazon specialists. They just want Amazon businesses. So in fact, it could be a detriment to your business if you're widely multi-channeled, right? Because their formula is just about bolting on Amazon businesses and running Amazon businesses and launching Amazon products. So in that context, that's not necessarily the best outcome for an FBA Amazon seller type of aggregator. However, they're also not necessarily going to pay the highest valuation, right? And so when I say you don't have a world-class brand, I want you to have the highest valuation. I want you to have the best outcome, and that's part of this underlying message. If you have the vision and the patience and you're trying to build kind of an empire, then you really need to think about how do you do it across multiple geographies and across multiple sales channels. So again, you can't have a world-class brand in a single channel. That's a truth. That's an axiom. And to prevent me from seeming like a crazy old man telling kids to get off my lawn, I've made it a marketized axiom number one, everybody. So that is part of this Axiom Mini Series that we're doing on Awesomers, and this is awesomers.com/216. Don't forget to leave us a review, share it with a friend. Heck, write us love notes. We love to hear all the reviews and see all the feedback. All of this is very much welcome. We'll talk to you very soon, Awesomers, but for now, bye-bye, everybody.